not slaves, flagged in the Freedom Park as the IT professionals are here. IT professionals are protesting against the 14 hours work bill which is proposed by the Karnataka government. Let's talk to some of the protesters here and know their views and their demands.
Today's protest is regarding this one extension of working hours under Shop and Commercial Establishment Act. So like currently what the limit was there, 10 hours maximum employee can be made to work including the overtime. So that limit has been removed. So effectively employee has to work up to 14 hours on an average. So this is a scenario, and that too there's no upper limit on how much hours employee can be made to work in a day or in a week actually. So that's the reason we are protesting. So we are actually had this one from the day it was proposed till now. So we are actually had this one meetings inside IT parks, gate meetings, and even like street campaigns we had. So we talked to many of the people. People are joined through. Even we have taken up mass mail campaign as well. So at the intermediate state, we are having this one protest organized in the Freedom Park. So that's it.
All are
mostly there are employees of IT employees, and there this one family or so. So this majorly the IT employees.
Like you guys tried to approach to the government. You guys tried to speak to the government officials or any ministers, concerned ministers?
Yeah, actually the meeting was called by the minister itself. There the proposal was kept. So we had pointed out few studies based on current scenario, opposing the proposal they did. So major points we pointed out is a study from KCC, Knowledge Chamber of Commerce and Industries. And what they said currently IT employees are working current scenario, 45% of the employees are depressed and 55% of the employees are currently facing physical health issues, and 74% of the IT employees have missed their family time so that they can contribute to the company after their working hours. So this is a scenario, current scenario. So extending the working hours can only increase the severity of the issue. And second thing is as per the WHO ILO report, 55 employees who are working more than 55 hours in a week. So there has been higher risk of death due to stroke, up to 35% higher risk of death, and this one 17% higher risk of death due to this one ischemic heart disease are observed. So this is the scenario what is there for 55 hours. So the current companies are proposing 70 to 85 hours. So this is completely not acceptable. So this is the stand we are taking.
So that's what already today unofficially so many in IT sector it's not it's quite common that people are already working 12 hours and 14 hours unofficially. People are already made to come on weekends and that kind of thing. It's quite common. We hear that from people all the time. So this is the case with the current situation. Now if they increase the situation to 14 hours, the unofficial also will increase, right? The workload will be so unbearable. So especially even for BPO and KPO sectors, which are the most they are most ruthlessly made to work, those sectors. So it is quite unthinkable. So I feel it's a very inhumane situation. So we really want that there should be some limit. Our interest should be taken into consideration, right? It's not that we are, we are sort of animals made to work for a couple years and then thrown out. No, our health issues should be taken into consideration. It should be sustainable, right? So in other sector is not made to work here 14 hours. They are saying is completely unacceptable. So that's our, we want to make our voice completely clear that hey, this is unacceptable. We want reasonable working hours. We should put, we should be able to enjoy the time that we are getting off more. The existing law should be made stricter so that we should not be made to work more hours, but we should be given more time off, more right to disconnect. So we should not allow, that's our position. So yeah, we are, it's a basic common sense we are telling everyone. Yeah.
Do you think that if it will be 14 hours work a day, then it will also affect your work?
Yeah, definitely. That's a no-brainer, but they are thinking in a position where, we will be forced to do these kinds of things, right? And of course, now if an employee, if you're made to choose, if we don't have any choice, then we have to go with, what the company is telling us to do, right? So that's why we have the labor law, these legal frameworks. So they should try to make it such that it is, acceptable to everyone involved, right? So here, that's what the situation now is. The proposal is completely, it's completely unacceptable. So we have to make our voice, completely clear that, heard that, 14 hours is too much. The existing itself, make sure that is enforced correctly, that we are not made to work unofficially more than what is the, existing situation. So Yeah, so that's what our position is very clear. We don't want to these kind of legislation that makes existing work hours even more difficult, and also this has potential to lose a lot of jobs. So already the job market is so difficult. So these are things that it is really very unbelievable. But this is the world we are living in. So we have to seems like we have to make our voice heard for the most basic kind of situation. Hey, 14 hours we can't work, right? So that's the situation we have been put in. We are made to tell about the most basic thing, which seems like basic common sense, right? So yeah.
Can you tell us why you are protesting here? What are your demands?
As the board says, it's against the government. We are protesting against the government because government wanted to implement 14 hours of shift into ITI sector, and we think it's not reasonable, and that's why we are here.
So, sir, why do you think it will affect you and the whole IT people?
Yeah, I mean, we are already stretching as per the project needs in IT sector. We are increasing our efficiency, and we are supporting the clients. Even sometimes it goes up to 18 to 20 hours. So if a norm is coming in place to work stringently as 14 hours, then that's definitely going to affect our work-life balance and overall mental health as well. So that's why we are protesting this.
The sanction of a 14-hour workday that we have this time with the Industrial and Commercial Establishment Act, that is something that completely dismantles the historically acquired 8-hour workday right, and that has been historically acquired and universally sanctioned. So the breakdown of that universal sanction is something that we are protesting today. It not only is something that is happening now, but it has been happening post-COVID with a lot of ordinances, a lot of local ordinances, acts, legislations, etc. The 4 labor codes, they do the same thing. The entire purpose of these 4 labor codes is to make sure that a person is working minimum wage jobs and multiple jobs, so that they are able to sustain. So that is a deep exploitation of just labor, a person's labor power, and also making sure that it's expropriating all that is due to them. That is what we're protesting. I think a person who makes something, the person who contributes directly with their labor to production, has to be the person who receives the most surplus from that output.
As we saw, the IT professionals, the protesters are protesting in the Freedom Park. They don't want this bill to come, and they have also submitted a memorandum to the Labour Department of Karnataka. Do let us know what are your views on this bill. For more such news and updates, subscribe to Daily Salar Digital. This is Priyanka Saharia reporting for Daily Salar.